How's it going, Laser Bruce's up, Bobby Sixkilla, and welcome back to Abyss of the Sacrifice. Now, I was fortunately told by Binary Lev, one of our wonderful patrons, that the next lot has to be done in a certain order if we're to reach any of the girls' actual, proper, true endings. I will flash that up on the screen now, or I'll put a link, something like that, to the path that we have to take. But I thought we'd just do all the girls in order, so without spoiling anything, we're going to do Awakening. And see what that has in store for us. It's probably not going to be very nice, as usual, but that's all good. Sixkilla awoke. Traces of her dream lingered in her clouded mind. Once again, she'd seen someone else's dream. She stood up and rolled up her sleeve. Sure enough, the despicable numbers were still on her upper arm, and they had decreased one by one. She'd known that this would happen. The numbers really go down whenever I dream someone else's dream. Fear overcame her. Since she could remember, she had had many dreams, but they were usually bad dreams. Dreams of the doctors at the hospital prodding the inside of her head. When she met the other girls, things should have changed, and yet the bad dreams still came. Even though she'd escaped that terrible place, at first she just thought her current bad dreams were the same as her other ones, coming back to haunt her. But now, Sixkilla knew the truth. Her bad dreams now all came from her companion's memories. Memories that she was now experiencing vicariously. Then when she woke up, the numbers on her arm would always be down by one. Are the numbers decreasing because of the others? I tried over and over again to convince myself that it wasn't true, that there was no connection. But I won't keep deceiving myself. I know for sure now, the numbers decreased because of the others' dreams. It's all of their faults. Sixkilla didn't know what would happen when the numbers hit zero. She couldn't even imagine it, but it scared her. The only thing she was sure of was that it couldn't be anything good. She might even have to relive the terrible day she'd led not too long ago. She pondered to herself, what should I do to stop the numbers from decreasing? The other girls' dreams are the cause. In that case, I need to stop having the girls' dreams. But why am I having their dreams? Because they're around me? She came upon a solution. I'll just have to kill them all. Whoa. Kill them? She was surprised at herself. Why did I come up with such a terrifying idea? She trembled as she racked her brains for a reason. I'm sure that wasn't me. I'm a better person than that. Oh, it's the disease, right? The contagion. Furio or whatever it was. She remembered when Arsena suddenly turned scary a few hours ago. The same thing must have been happening to her. Sixkilla's expression grew slightly more cheerful. That thought must have passed through my head because of that virus Olga was talking about. I think she said it was called the Furio virus. That's right, the virus must have infected me. It can't be helped. It wasn't my fault. It was the virus's fault. Sixkilla nodded to herself. Now she had her reason. She got to her feet unsteadily. All she needed was an excuse to start murdering, and grasped a fallen piece of lumber nearby. Chloe had her back to Sixkilla a few feet away. I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm sorry, but this isn't my fault. Oh my god, she's pathetic. She's not even sick. It's the virus's fault. Without a sound, Sixkilla walked towards Chloe's unprotected back. Then she artlessly swung the piece of lumber down toward Chloe's head. But Chloe reacted faster, jumping quickly to the side. The lumber missed and came down on the floor with a loud crash. As Sixkilla stared blankly at the spot where Chloe had been standing, Chloe raised her voice. Sixkilla? Her eyes flared with surprise and anger. She's still alive. I missed. Confused why this had happened, Sixkilla stared fixedly at Chloe. But Chloe was definitely both alive and angry. In fact, she looked ready to jump at Sixkilla at any moment. I'm scared. I have to kill her quickly or she'll kill me. Sixkilla gripped the piece of lumber with both hands again. Then she spoke to Chloe in her mind. I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm only this way because I've been infected. The virus has taken over. I'm only trying to kill Chloe. Because the virus has taken over. The virus is controlling me. It's not my fault. You wouldn't be thinking that if that was true. Just then, Chloe slowly stretched out her hand. She was holding the medical scanner. As soon as it recognized Sixkilla's presence, it started conducting a full body scan. Sixkilla strangely felt like she was being pricked by static electricity. Then it was as if something else entered her body. Whose scream was that? was a high-pitched, ear-splitting scream. It sounded like my voice, but why am I screaming? The sudden darkness that overwhelmed her made her lose her bearings. Then deep within her chest she felt something strange. It was like a squirming, living creature creeping about, and she didn't like it. The terrible feeling quickly spread throughout her body. Ew, what is this? It feels gross. Jika was angry. Why? Why did she have to go through this? No, stop it. No. Her eyes grew as wide as saucers. Where am I? Did she wake up from a dream? Or did she wake up within a dream? Huh? Jika gasped. She was in the terrible room again. When did I get back here? Did the doctor bring me back here while I was sleeping? She shook her head. No, I'm not back. This is just another dream. It has to be, but... She frantically glanced around the room. For Jika, it didn't make much difference whether this was a dream or not. As long as I'm here, I'm sure something scary will happen. Something terrible, painful and scary. Even if this is a dream, it'll still be awful. Just thinking about her experiences in this room made her eyes fill with tears. No, I don't want to go through that ever again. I have to hurry. I have to hurry and get out of here. And that's the puzzle, is it? Cool. Alright, where's my mouse? Calendar? It's a February calendar. And it's... okay. Good. It's a pretty sofa... It's a pretty soft sofa. Can we pick up the cushions? Is there anything under it? You know, it's the usual pixel hunting, find the hidden object thing. There's gotta be something here, otherwise it wouldn't let us zoom in on it. Right. Nah, we'll check it later. What else is there? A fox is drawn on the poster. I see that. Book? There's a book placed here. Yep. Is that it? Chapter 21. Hope. Okay. The bed is a little messy. See that? Anything under the bed? No. Alright, whatever. Keep looking, I guess. Oh dear. It's a crossword. Fox. The figures have fallen over. There's a tree stump here. It's very random. The flower vase is here. The King of Spades is placed here. The Two of Hearts. Okay. A beautifully decorated shelf. Alright, what else have we got? So the crossword's obviously the way to get out of here. And that's all we've got. So our only clue there is fox at the moment, right? Oh. Why did that change? What is this? O is display. Shelf. Fox. King. Okay. It's all the things. How do we change it though? Do we have to do it in order or something? Like, click on this. There's a tree stump. Now what? Dull. Do I have to click Fox to fill in the F? I don't even know. Fox? You just have to interact with each dealie. Shelf? The fox is gone. Fox, there we go. So that's back now? Kind of. Okay. Cards. Two of Hearts. No. Oh, maybe, oh, we got King. So that's the cards. Shelf, Fox, Doll. Flowers? Vase? Vase? I'm very confused. We haven't looked at the door. Keyhole. It won't open. Oh, it won't open. There's a doorknob, but it doesn't look like it'll open. Indeed. Sofa. February. Does that change anything? Here you go, calendar. King and the N's missing. Oh, maybe that's... Oh, where's my pen? Maybe the letters that aren't showing up are the letters that matter. So we got F, and we got N. What else is there? What else can we interact with? Maybe it's these light ones, we just gotta have them light up. Do you think? The A, the AR. These two. Doll. See, now the doll one will be lit up, right? No. Oh, we need to get rid of door. If that's how it works, but I honestly don't know if that's how it works. Now doll's lit up, so these D-O-A-R-A-X-B knob needs to work, so we need to get rid of king as well. If that is the way it's meant to be. Just click on all of these as well. You never know. That's good. Maybe that's what the light ones mean. I just need to figure out what this word is though. This is gonna be like... I don't even know. We already know this ends in an ER. Yeah. See something something ER. Chapter. It's gotta be chapter. Right? Ah, chapter's this word. P something S something ER. Poster. Oh my god, it was poster. So if we get rid of chapter, that will light up that word completely, and then maybe it'll be right. If it's the light words. Yes! It is the light ones. Dude, that took me way too long, I apologize. I'm an idiot though. Looks like it all got filled out. What should I do? Fuck knows. A is displayed. What letters have we got? We got A, R, D, O, P, O, N, X, B. That's a lot of letters. Are we allowed to light them up? What can we do with them? There's nothing we can do now. Maybe it's in the book? Oh, there's something here. There's a small pretty box. What is this? Is that the key to the door? Can we leave? I thought I was gonna have to work out a word. I mean, I may still have to, we'll see. It opened. Maybe not. Jika practically stumbled out of the room. I got out. Thank goodness. Nothing scary happened. She fell to her knees in relief. I feel kind of sleepy. So sleepy. Jika found herself in another dream. Is this one of the usual dreams? Is it someone else's? No, it's not, she realized. She recognized her surroundings. She recognized this cold, oppressive feeling of resignation and the anger. Why am I the only one who has to suffer through this? Let me out. Let me out right now. Back then, she'd eternally screamed those words so many times that she'd lost track. This is my story. This is a dream about my past. She was overwhelmed with despair, fear, and terrible memories. Doctor, Icon 2 has partially awakened. Should we awaken her completely? No, leave her be. Just administer the medicine this time. Yes, sir. Administering the medicine now. 1 millimeter of succinylmethanium. Is that the... No, that's not the word. Chloride going in. It had an X in it, so I just thought... The cold she had been feeling was suddenly replaced with a sharp pain. She'd been stabbed with a syringe needle. Coffee. Sorry, dry throat. Ow. It's another shot. Up until this point, it was always the same. From this point on, it would be different. But it would still be terrible. What would they do to her next? Fear spread through her entire body. Would they do the same thing they did last time? Jika would find it increasingly hard to breathe, and she'd be transferred to one of the coffins. Then, finally, with her mind in a nightmare, they would freeze her again. Every time she was awoken from cold sleep, she was forced to experience excruciating pain. I don't want this. Her mind foggy with medicine, she heard the doctor's voice. That's enough. Prepare to execute another semi-awakening tomorrow. Yes, sir. Reinstating cold sleep. The glass canopy closed. Then the usual cold gas was released, and Jika's body suddenly started to freeze. I don't want this anymore. Stop it already. Tears streamed out of her closed eyes, but no one saw them. Her tears were ignored and her voice was taken away. These people just thought of Jika as an object. She knew this. So she lost the will to fight back, and just wallowed in anger and grief. But this dream was somehow different. I don't want this anymore. A whirlwind of hostility rose within her heart. I don't want this anymore. All this pain, distress, fear, and these unwanted dreams. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't want them. Stop! An explosive impulse filled her heart. It was as if she was surrounded by raging flames, hot enough to burn her to a crisp. It was anger, a ferocious anger that Jika had never felt before. Within that anger she heard a voice. If you hate it so much, then run away. How? Destroy this place. Kill them all. And destroy everything. Do you think I can do that? Of course you can. Suddenly Jika felt something. On the other side of her closed eyelids, and beyond the glass case of the cold sleep machine, a presence appeared. It wasn't one of the doctors, and it wasn't the voice that had been whispering in her head. Has someone come to save me? She believed this without the slightest ounce of proof. Then the presence spoke softly. So you're Jika? That's right. Are you crying? Does it hurt or are you just angry? Jika hesitated. She was glad someone noticed her tears. But she never considered why she was crying. Unable to move in her frozen state, she couldn't communicate her confusion. But the presence standing there seemed to understand how Jika was feeling. Get out of this place, Jika. It's a piece of cake for someone like you. A piece of cake? Just destroy everything. Destroy this world you hate, every last bit of it. How? Feel hatred, feel anger, and change your destiny. Jika's supposedly frozen body started to feel warm. I hate everything. I hate the doctors, this machine and this place. Yes, I can do it now. When I'm dreaming, I can change anything. I'll change it all. Everything disappear. When she opened her eyes, she was standing alone in the middle of the room. Is that a dream? Is this reality? Or is it another dream? There was no one around. She was standing in front of the machine she had been inside. She wasn't sure how she'd escaped. Its lid was still shut. It still emitted a low hum as cold, white air filled the interior beneath the glass. This is the machine that put me through so much pain. She remembered the voice that had echoed earlier in her mind. Destroy this world you hate, every last bit of it. This dumb machine. As she glared at it, she noticed some exposed wiring. When she reached out and pulled at it, it easily snapped. Aha! Wow, it really is a piece of cake. She pulled and broke the wires one by one. With shoulders heaving from heavy breathing, she finally stopped. She completely destroyed the despicable machine that had frozen her time and time again. It's broken. When she started laughing, she couldn't stop. Take that, she yelled with a high-pitched voice. Who's there, Jika? Jika, is that you? Olga's running footsteps and voice brought Jika back to her senses. The cold sleep devices were still in front of her, as before, but they were vaguely different. This is reality. Jika hazily started to take this in. Then Olga ran into the room. What's wrong? I was looking for you, Jika. Olga? Jika spun around. Behind her lay a row of large coffin-like machines. Olga stopped in her tracks. What are these? Cold sleep devices. Although Olga had spoken the question rhetorically, Jika answered. Olga was taken aback. I see. Jika's blank expression confused Olga even more. They're terrible machines, I hate them. Absolutely hate them. Huh? What's going on? Jika was clearly different than usual. Something wasn't right. Olga took a fearful step back. Is she infected with the Furio virus? That's the only cause of the personality change I can think of right now. Her expression tensed up. She quickly considered going back to Chloe to pick up the medical scanner. But Jika's symptoms were different than the savage behavior characteristic of the Furio virus. She was reacting strangely. That's why I want to destroy them. A smile spread across her face. Okay, cool, lovely. This is a good start to many of the characters' final endings, Awakening and Bad Omen. Chloe spun the medical scanner in her hands as she sat deep in thought. Furio virus, huh? That ridiculous virus that turns humans into crazed murderers? To think it still existed. To 5 girls locked up in this world, desperately trying to survive? A virus like that was the worst nightmare. And yet, an inexplicable smile spread across Chloe's lips. She whispered to herself, I can use this. She already had a pretty good idea of how this strange virus worked. It wasn't some kind of organic pathogenic bacteria. It was a program. In other words, it was a type of computer virus. If a medical scanner is used on a symptomatic person, their symptoms will disappear. Then the virus will transfer to the next person on which the scanner is used. I'll bet this Furio virus infects the nanomachines inside our bodies. And it probably doesn't propagate, or at least it acts like it doesn't. Then once it's copied to another medium, the original data is erased. Or is made to seem as if it were erased by stopping the anger symptoms. It is programmed to follow these rules as it moves from place to place. Of course, the source of this infection is this medical scanner. As she played with the small machine in her hand, she let out a small chuckle. Did Olga really not realize that? I'm pretty sure she didn't. That's why she gave it to me. That's what she gets for using this machine so much. Stupid girl. The Furio virus was currently either infecting one of the girls locked up in their rooms, or it was inside the machine. Chloe thought to herself, my mission is simple. I just have to wait until tomorrow morning for someone to turn savage. If one of them does, she has the virus. Then I'll use the scanner to capture it. If no one turns savage, that means the virus is inside of the scanner. If I can trap the virus in the scanner, I just have to destroy it. Piece of cake. On the other hand, it could get tricky if the seeming recovery post-transfer is just for show. But for now, stopping the transfer of the virus is my top priority. Since I don't have anything to do until morning, I guess it's time to relax. Just as she was thinking this, she saw movement out of the corner of her eye and something whizzed through the air. She quickly jumped aside and spun around. Jika? Her eyes widened in surprise. Jika stood behind her. She clutched a piece of lumber in her hands that had been aimed straight at Chloe. The lumber hit the floor with a bang and rebounded. As it dangled in her hands, Jika stared at Chloe with heaving shoulders and bloodshot eyes. This is not the usual meek and quiet Jika that Chloe knew. Anger and murderous intent filled her eyes. It was as if she were possessed by a burning fury. The Furio virus? Chloe panicked. How did Jika get it? Was she infected after all? It can't be. The virus should have either been in one of the girls in the that I locked up, or in the scanner. Meanwhile, Jika's upper body swung upright. Chloe could tell she was gripping the lumber with full force. She put up a defensive stance. She was ready to dodge Jika's attack no matter which direction it came from. But Jika didn't move right away. Huh? When Chloe squinted suspiciously, she could see Jika's mouth moving ever so slightly. It was as if she were mumbling something to herself. I'm only this way because I've been infected. The virus has taken over. I'm only trying to kill Chloe because the virus has taken over. The virus is... What is she saying? It's as if she's practicing auto-suggestion. But this is her chance. Chloe quickly aimed the scanner at Jika and pressed the scan button. And she was not sick. Jika screamed. It wasn't a normal scream. It was a terrifyingly shrill, high-frequency, tremor-like wail that seemed to echo from both her mind and body. Everything was dark. In this deep darkness, Chloe heard someone crying. She recognized that voice. Is that you, Jika? She looked around, but she couldn't see a thing. Instead, she felt as if she would suffocate in a pool of mud. She tried to hold up the scanner to check it, but felt nothing in her hand. In fact, she couldn't even feel her hand. She looked down, but couldn't find her feet. She tried to run, but couldn't even feel her body. Overwhelmed, she let out a scream, and just then, she finally regained her vision. But she found herself in an unfamiliar room. Where am I? She looked around. A child's room? I heard Jika's voice. Is Jika here? What's going on? Is this a dream? Chloe had no idea what was going on. Oh my god, we're in Jika's dream and it's slightly different to last time. The picture's different. Let's, is it this again? Oh, this is different. This piece is a pawn. Yes, I realise. That's the same. There's a book on the floor? Bishop. Oh, here we go. So that's a piece of, looks like a soft cushion. What's up with this room? We can't look at the calendar now. Oh wait, what's this? There's a big sofa. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh my god. It's pieces. We got knights, we got pawns, we got rooks, and we've got kings and shit. Alright, fun. So, what do you want me to do? I'm not good at chess, just so you know. If I click bishop, will the bishop move? Is that what you want me to do? Did that move the bishop? It did not. Oh! Okay, so once we're in the right position, we can take it. Okay, good. Well, we're black, right? Well, this queen can take this bishop, no problem. No problemo. Nothing else we can really interact with that's relevant, is there? The cushion is no fucking use to me. Soft cushion, big sofa. Can't look at the calendar. We got a door, which is nice and all. I do like doors. We can get rid of the knight guy, I guess. That's one. Did we move anything that time? No, nothing's moving. So how do you move stuff? What? What was that? The knight moved and the bishop disappeared. If you don't mind. Oh. A key? What the fuck is going on? Am I solving a puzzle or am I just clicking things and then shit's happening? Because I don't know. Because I feel like I don't know. Alright, bishop. Get in the hole. Alright. The knight moved, the queen disappeared. Oh, now I need to find the queen. I never remember seeing the queen. Oh, here we go. Queen key. Alright, now I get it. Now we just stick it in the thing. Queen, where's the queen? That one. Right? I think I get it now. It's not really a puzzle though. Like at all. It's just very confused. Now move again. Dead. Now we can go find the rook, which should be on the painting, presumably. Correct. We're gonna find out if my pawn was correct. Because I thought they might be the little soldier men's. What is this? Oh, it's the king. I didn't see the dealie on top of it. My bad. My bad. Alright, next. Kill the pawn. I'm gonna guess it's the little soldiers by the tree stump. It is indeed the little soldiers by the tree stump. Dude, maybe I did know what I was doing. Actually, it really doesn't feel like it. I'd love to say it did. We're gonna miss a key. We're gonna be missing a key. There's still two keys left. How many deaths do we have to go? Just the one. The light moved. There's nobody there. It doesn't help. I can't. Do I move my king? Move the king? Oh look. Up, right, left, up, down, right, down. Konami code? No. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Can you move and kill this one? I don't know how to finish it, because we're a whole piece away. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, the checkmate key. Okay. That's what that means? Okay, so then once he moves into the checkmate position, then we'll get the king key. Presumably. Go. Oh, there's the king key right there. I was wrong. I thought the king would be the card, but it's just on the board. It's just on the board. Well, that's that done. Oh no, we need to know the combination, don't we? The whole door is locked up with chains and a lock. What's the answer? How do we do the arrows? Should have known there was more to it than that. Maybe they get foggier. They seem to get foggier as... Oh, yeah. See, that one gets super foggy. Maybe this one? I don't know. I don't really know the answer. Look, that one's even foggier. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I feel like it just gets foggier on some clicks. So maybe that's what it's better? This one's super duper foggy down here. I've got a whole bunch of different combinations written down here, but none of them seem right based on where they were and all that sort of shit. And now I'm seeing that it's all like foggy when you go into it, so maybe that's how you decide which way it's meant to be facing? I don't know. I feel like I've got it that way though. Maybe I just need to click on the door. Oh, finally. The door opened. Oh no, this again? Where's my controller? My controller's turned off, it took so long. Chloe's vision blurred again. She couldn't hear Jika screaming in the distance. That unearthly sound. It was a terrifyingly shrill, high-frequency, tremor-like wail that seemed to echo from both her mind and body. We heard this before. Everything was dark. In this deep darkness, Chloe heard someone crying. She recognized the voice. Is that you, Jika? As her mind grew foggy, her vision returned. Any more bits of paper. She found herself in another unfamiliar room. It was chilly, with only 6 strange machines set in the middle. The machines looked like 6 coffins. Where am I? What is this? She walked up to one of the machines and saw that it had a canopy-like window on top. She peered inside. What? Sleeping inside was herself. Why am I inside one of these coffins? She took an unsteady step back and spotted a mirror on the wall. Her own face was definitely staring back from there as well. Calm down. She talked herself down, but something wasn't right. This can't be happening. It has to be a dream. Even though everything is terrifyingly realistic. What, we got another puzzle? Dude, I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready for that. And she touched it, the machine let out a low groan. It's operating. Cold sleep pods, huh? Chloe murmured as she realized what the machines were. I've never seen one, but I have heard of them before. Those are from the old world too. Humans needed these when they sought to explore outer space. But when we lost the desire and reason to go to space, they became useless and obsolete. currently only being used for certain medical treatments, like organ transplants for instance. I heard that they're also useful in performing resets. When nanomachines start firing wrong, Chloe looked up, realizing something. That's it. This is the way. Go near pod 1. It's empty. Go near pod 2. Miki's inside. The timer says 2:12. Perhaps this means your cold sleep will wear off in 2 hours and 12 minutes. Asuna is sleeping. 2:15. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Empty. Olga. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Chloe. That says E. I mean, just as she expected, she found herself sleeping there. Like the other pods, she checked the timer. In the space where the time usually displayed, the letter E appeared. Error? Is this machine's timer the only one that's broken? Does that mean I can't wake up? Chloe was filled with raw panic when... It means it's about to open. Oh god, none of the eek. Jika's scream made her vision warp. That unearthly sound again. It was a terrifyingly shrill, high-frequency, tremor-like wail, yeah. That seemed to echo from both her mind and body. Again, and again, and again, and again. Chloe? What's wrong? Speak to me. Chloe slowly stood up. Was I sleeping? Then, was everything I just saw a dream? I still can't think straight. My head stings like someone hit me. And she wiped the sweat from her brow and looked around. She noticed Olga's anxious eyes on her. Are you okay? Yeah. How much time has gone by? Was that really a bad dream? And why is Olga here? She was certain that she'd locked Olga up herself. What are you doing here? Olga responded excitedly. I broke out of the room. I know I'm okay now. You know you're okay? Yes, that's right, Chloe. Listen. I used the computer in my room to figure out how the Furio virus works. It's a computer virus that infects nanomachines. Each time I used the medical scanner to scan someone, the virus data traveled. Chloe silenced her. Yeah, I figured that much out already. Anyway, do you know what happened to Jika? She had the Furio virus and attacked me. What? A puzzled look crossed Olga's face. But since I scanned her, the virus should be inside the scanner now. Unable to grasp Chloe's explanation, Olga pointed to a corner of the room. Jika's over there. Sure enough, Jika was standing idly across the room. She seemed upset, just a little while ago. I thought your fainting had scared her, but you said she attacked you? Disbelief lingered in Olga's voice, but Chloe nodded quietly. It was probably because of the virus. Anyway, since she's calm now, the virus is definitely inside the scanner. We should destroy it as soon as possible. Really? Okay. Olga still seemed confused, but she nodded. Chloe found a garbage chute nearby and threw the medical scanner into it. At least, that's what it looked like to Olga. Chloe didn't actually throw away the scanner at all. What she threw into the garbage chute was a piece of garbage she'd picked up earlier. That should do it. Olga nodded. Although she wore a solemn expression, inside she was smiling. She knew that she would find some other use for this virus-infected scanner. Now, we don't have to worry about the virus spreading anymore. Yeah, but we can't relax just yet. Olga gave Chloe a puzzled look. The Furio virus is a computer virus after all. It might have some kind of malicious mechanism. What do you mean? Olga looked worried. At first glance, it may seem like the virus is transferred to a new host, because the obvious anger impulse symptoms have disappeared. But that doesn't change the fact that, when infected, your nanomachine's programs were overwritten. So those once infected might still have some kind of dormant virus program inside of them. What? Realizing the case, she thought she had solved remaining unsolved after all. Olga fell into despair. Chloe pressed her for answers. Where did you even pick up the virus in the first place? You were the one who was infected first. Don't you have any clues? No, I don't. Also, Jika had symptoms even though the scanner said she was normal. The virus might be travelling via another route. Huh? But Jika... Olga stopped to think. She remembered watching Jika's violently destroy the cold sleep machine. At the time, Jika did seem to display savage symptoms, but in the end they turned out to be different. She considered telling this to Chloe, but decided against it. Could that same possibility be true of Chloe as well? If that's the case, did you consider that maybe the virus is dormant inside of you too? Chloe frowned for a second. What she had meant as a way to frighten Olga had come back to slap her in the face. But Olga didn't seem to recognize Chloe's discomfort. She continued to rack her brain. That means all of us are possible carriers. But then, what should we... Suddenly she looked up. Chloe, I have an idea. What is it? While you were unconscious, Jika and I found a special treatment room. A special treatment room? Yes, it's the only place that can completely reset all of our nanomachines. Reset our nanomachines? For some reason, Chloe had a terrible feeling. It was then confirmed with Olga's next phrase, with cold sleep treatment. The room over there is filled with a few cold sleep machines and... A chill ran down Chloe's spine. Cold sleep machines? It was a strange coincidence. Was that dream I had not just a mere dream, after all? They gathered Miki and Asuna from their rooms and picked up Jitka, so the 5 of them could make their way to the special treatment room. This place? Chloe frantically tried to hide her terror. It was the same place in her dream. She automatically walked over to one of the machines. It was the same one she had found herself sleeping inside of. But it was clearly broken. Why? Chloe tried to gather her thoughts. Of course, my dream and reality are different. It would be stranger if they were the same. People dream because their brains are organizing their memories as they sleep. I must have seen this place before in a book or something. She thought this way to calm herself down. Chloe? Olga gave Chloe a strange look. It's nothing. Chloe passed by that machine and moved to the one beside it. Let's get started. Okay. Olga told everyone to stand in front of the machines and gave them a set of simple directions. Set your timer to 3 hours. I don't want us to stay in there for too long. But that's how long our nanomachines need to reset. In order from the furthest machine, Miki, Asuna, Jika and Olga got inside. Chloe entered the 5th one. The 5 of them fell into a short slump. I wouldn't forget in the one that had the error message on it. As sleeping gas fills the chambers and her eyelids started to droop, Chloe thought to herself, 3 hours, huh? It looked like everyone set their machines for exactly that long, but Chloe had set her time for 2 hours and 40 minutes. No matter what the situation, the danger will be less if you get ahead of the others. Yeah, but then your fucking nanomachines won't reset. That woman taught her that. With that final thought, Chloe drifted off to sleep. Beep, beep, beep. Chloe's eyes flew open at the sound of a shrill alarm. First thing she saw was Jika. Oh, Chloe, good morning. The small girl smiled. Chloe frowned suspiciously. Jika seemed to have completely forgotten the fact that she had tried to kill Chloe. Only hours before. But that wasn't why Chloe was uneasy. How did she wake up before me? She suddenly remembered something. In my dream, Jika wasn't inside of one of the machines. She shook her head. That was just a dream. It had nothing to do with reality. What's wrong? Chloe ignored the innocent question. Then she stood up and left the room. Jika might have been even more peculiar than she thought. There was a cold glimmer in Chloe's eyes. To be continued. That was a long one. It was over an hour because of the puzzles. Took me fucking ages. Apologies for that. We're going to save this one here over this one. This is a good start for many of the endings. But we're going to wrap this one up here, obviously, because we're out of time. For today, it looks like we can't even do Guardian Angel or Host now. But that's cool. In the next episode, we are going to do Fake. We're going to do Miki's one. And then Wings after that. And we shall see how it all goes. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking out for me, and I'll see you in the next one.